Hello, my name is William Holmes, and I'm going to be talking about our project with Tello drones. So we used DJI TelloEDU drones, and we programmed it using Python. And our competition was to go through 3 hoops and be the first to do so. We used 3 branches, which you can see in our Git cracking here. We have the main. The main has just the template code and the guide. And the testing is where we figured out how the drones work and how they operate in the air. And then for competition is where we actually went over and looked for all the hoops. So if we go to our hoop 1 commit, we check out this commit. We should go over to my repository, and it should be in the Trello drone for this commit, I might say. And now it should be in pics and videos, and here's our first hoop. So I'm going to tell you what we did programming wise with the video and code. So once this video loads, there we go. Wow, that's a really big. There we go. Okay.
Records that give you pleasure.
So now we can see this is our first hoop commit, and basically it starts off by sending command. This turns into command mode on the drone, and that allows it to do the takeoff command. It'll send the message to the drone saying takeoff, and then it'll wait 8 seconds until it goes to these set coordinates. The first coordinates is X, what makes it go forward. The Y coordinates here makes it go left and right, and these are the Z, which makes it go up and down. And the last one is just speed. So it goes 230 forward, and it goes 15 to the left. So if we go to our next commit here, we can X out the video, and we go to Git Kraken. We go out to our next hoop, and then we go to video here. Our video's in the, and then we fix the aspect ratio. And then we want this one. Okay. So this is our second commit. It is doing the same thing, but instead we figured out we can get the battery percentage by sending battery ? And then we have it going 220 forwards after the first hoop. We can see the first hoop here. After the first hoop, it goes 220 forward, and it goes 15 to the left, and it goes 35 Z up into the air. And it goes 100 speed. It waits 8 seconds between the two, and then it waits 8 seconds before it lands, and then it sends the battery again. Now if I go to the last hoop here, if we check this one out, we can get the third hoop video, and I got this fix the aspect ratio. So for the third hoop, it was a little bit different. Since the third hoop has a curve, we figured out that we needed to have 2 curve commands, and it's supposed to curve to the next hoop, which it does. So what this whole thing means is this is the X of the middle of the arch, and this is the Y, the middle of the arch. So it's going forward towards the middle of the arch to 155 and going left 145 to the middle of the arch. And we're not changing the height at all because it's the same height as the other hoop. And we want it to go back to the original spot it was at, which was at the hoop, at this hoop, because this would be 0. So it goes to 0 again on the other side of the hoop. And then after doing the curve, it rotates, as you can see in the video, once it does, because it waits a couple bit. There you go, it rotates back to forwards. So if we wanted to continue on, we could have, but time didn't allow us to continue. And then after doing the turn, it'll land, it'll tell us the temp, because I figured out you can get temps out of the drones, and then it'll tell us the battery percentage. Also, another thing I wanted to point out, so with this one, we got rid of the commit comments, because turns out the drone brains are a little bit too small, and they get a little bit overworked with reading the comments compared to just reading the actual code. And most of the stuff we figured out through the SDK. If we go to files and Trello, we have it in our GitHub too. But we go to our user guide here. We can open it. Actually, I can open up Google over here. And this is literally where we got all our information. It's going to be on this here, as it sends you to the Trello thing. And this should bring us to our Trello drone. This is what me and Kyle worked on. And that is all we did for Trello drones. So I hope you enjoyed watching and listening to this video. And I'll see you later.